How to build a personal beverage curriculum. Introduction. Every sip is a lesson, not just in flavor, but in history, culture, science, and self-awareness. Yet for most of us, beverage education feels fragmented. A wine tasting here, a tea ceremony there, maybe an article on coffee trends. What if we approached beverages not as scattered experiences, but as a curriculum, a personalized pathway for deepening sensory literacy and cultural understanding? Building a personal beverage curriculum allows us to do just that. It's not about creating rigid syllabi, but about designing a learning journey that balances curiosity, structure, and reflection. Step 1. Start with curiosity. The best curriculum doesn't begin with textbooks. It begins with questions. What excites you most about beverages? Is it the science of fermentation, the ritual of tea, or the cultural role of water? By identifying these sparks, you frame your personal syllabus around wonder, not obligation. As Sir Ken Robinson argued, true learning begins when curiosity leads the way, connecting the learner with their passions and the wider world, Robinson 2009. In this way, beverages become an entry point into not just taste, but identity. Step 2. Organize by themes, not just types. Instead of dividing your studies strictly into wine, coffee, or beer, consider building themes that cut across beverages. Fermentation. Across cultures, explore how grapes, grains, and leaves undergo transformation. Water as foundation. Compare mineral content, sources, and rituals of water use in different traditions. Sensory perception. Train your palate by comparing aromas across categories. This thematic approach widens your lens. You see how kombucha and champagne, though worlds apart, both tell stories of yeast, time, and human creativity. Step 3. Blend practice and reflection. Sipping without reflecting is like reading without thinking. Keep a tasting journal, noting not only flavor descriptors, but also memory and meaning. Did that Ethiopian coffee remind you of blueberries? Did a sparkling water recall a mountain stream from childhood? Research shows that reflection strengthens learning retention, particularly when tied to sensory memory, Kolb 2015. The act of pausing with your sip transforms fleeting flavors into lasting knowledge. Step 4. Include community. No curriculum is complete without dialogue. Host a tasting circle, attend a class, or share notes with a friend. In SIP studies, we've seen how community accelerates understanding. Your vocabulary expands as you hear others describe what you didn't notice. Together, the sip becomes not just yours, but ours. Step 5. Stay open and iterative. Like a good syllabus, your curriculum should adapt. New beverages appear, new questions emerge. The act of study is not to arrive at expertise, but to continually rediscover what you didn't know before. As the anthropologist Mary Douglas once noted, drinks are not just replacements for thirst, but symbols of inclusion and exclusion. Douglas, 1987. With each revision, you're not only learning about drinks, but about the cultures and people they connect. Toward a SIP studies vision. A personal beverage curriculum isn't a checklist. It's a practice of intentional sipping, one that honors science, history, culture, and community. At SIP Studies, we imagine a world where people don't just consume beverages, but learn from them and through them about each other. So what will you include in your curriculum? And more importantly, who will you sip with along the way?